The Seattle Seahawks return home for the first time in nearly a month to take on the LA Chargers. Coming off of their bye week, the 5-2 Chargers come into town rolling with 4 straight wins.
We're playing a really good football team. The guys have been really good. They've been on it. They've been winning for a good while now. You can go back into the end of last year when they got going, and 4-game win streak now, playing tough, playing good defense, scoring on offense, a really solid team. This is a really difficult challenge with a great quarterback. I can't say enough about how good this guy is. He's having a great year. He's almost completing 70% of his passes. And they're doing it in a nice, balanced offense, too.
The Seahawks face another elite quarterback in Phillip Rivers, who is playing in his 15th NFL season and putting up some of the best numbers of his career. Sunday will also be the QB's 200th consecutive start.
You just can't fool the guy. He just sees everything. He's got great sense. Okay, that's kind of where it starts. But he also has extremely great accuracy. He throws the ball in all kinds of situations, whether he's in trouble or not. He's not a guy that's going to run around a lot, but he moves really adeptly in the pocket, and then he finds ways to make great throws. We saw him in preseason. He made a couple great throws in about a 6-play sequence, but he's doing it, and so he's doing a great job to get the ball out. You can't sack him, because he's so smart, so fast with the football. Just as hard as it gets.
It's always fun to go against somebody like that that's really, really smart and, really challenges the way that you show things, the way that you kind of hide your coverages. And, he's confident in his arm, and, whether you're on it or not on it, he's going to throw it. And, we're going to be there.
Rivers also has an arsenal of targets to throw to. 6 different players have recorded a TD catch. Keenan Allen leads the team in receiving yards, but receiver Tyrell Williams has been getting a lot of attention of late with his big play ability, averaging over 21 yards per catch, which ranks near the top of the league.
They're really big, and they play down the field. Look at their averages, like 21 and 19 for the 2 guys, and the guy who's the leading target guy, Keenan Allen, he's targeted twice as much. He's a great catcher. He's got 40 catches already or something like that. So everybody can catch really well. They've all got kind of style to themselves that's unique, and he uses the heck out of it.
Pete Carroll mentioned the Chargers have a very balanced attack with their run and passing game both ranking in the top 10. The running back duo of Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler have combined for nearly 1,300 yards from scrimmage. Gordon also leads the team with 9 total touchdowns.
The running backs are averaging over 5 yards a carry, and it just makes it really hard. It's very similar to what we saw last week, and a really experienced quarterback and a good running game. These guys are on it.
The Chargers defense is allowing just over 23 points per game. Derwin James leads the team in solo tackles, and he is tied for the team high in sacks with Melvin Ingram.
Ingram's one of the best defensive ends in the game. He's a spectacular player. He's always one of my favorite guys to play against and just watch, just because you want to play against some of the best guys, and just he's always I don't like it when he's chasing me though, but he's always one of those guys that just I've known him for several years now, just to be around him and stuff at Pro Bowls or whatever it may be, and he's got great enthusiasm, plays the game the right way, brings great energy.
They're a good defense, whether it's Ingram or James or Perryman. They're interchangeable. They slide them around, so we just kind of keep our eyes on them. We're tracking them, but they do a nice job. They put him in all kinds of different spots. I think he looks very, very comfortable now in those roles. Talking about James, very, very good blitzer. When they bring him on pressures, he's a really big, strong, physical guy that comes hard and plays to the whistle. So it's a challenge, but one that we think that we feel good about with our backs and our tight ends and picking up some of those things.
As for the Seahawks, they'll be looking for continued success in the red zone. This year, the team has made it to the red zone 19 times, scoring on 14 of those, ranking them 3rd in the NFL.
I think it goes back to the offensive line, first of all, with our run game, but then also them giving me enough time to make some decisions on the passing game, really throw the ball and make a lot of plays in the red zone. We've been lights out in the red zone, so we want to stay that way. We have that mentality, and I think it's an attack mentality. We want to go for it. We're not waiting. We got to go and just continue to have that mentality. We got playmakers, so the guys who usually show up on game days and stuff like that in the red zone. Those are the guys who play the game for a long time, and I think we got a lot of those guys who can do that on the offensive side of the ball.
We're running the ball really well. We have guys that can win the one-on-one matchups. The coverages you're going to see down in the red zone are limited. There's only so much space that you'll you'll see certain coverages. Most teams will carry 2 or 3 things max. It starts probably with the running game, and then, of course, I go back to Russell's ability to improvise.
Well, the Seahawks have been rolling themselves with 4 wins in their last 5 games. They'll be looking to make it 3 straight wins on Sunday. Kickoff is set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on Cairo 7 or, of course, listen to it on the Seahawks Radio Network.